We travel the world in search of all its fascinating wild animals. The downside of this is we can't keep any pets at home, so to us, our brief encounters with animals are extra precious.
No, you ran into the car.
A lot of times they're hanging out on the highway, and I try to explain to them this is a dangerous place to be before ushering them out of harm's way. Many of the wild animals we meet are surprisingly as sweet as can be, and others are sneaky little troublemakers. Coatis are adorable and intelligent little mammals related to raccoons. Here in Costa Rica, a band of nosy coatis is foraging through the grounds of the Arenal Volcano Observatory Lodge. Hey guys.
Sorry, I don't have any food. You're not allowed to get them too.
Hi. Want a pet though? After distracting us with calculated cuteness, the wily little bandit stole Nat's purse, wallet, passport, and all.
My bag is in there, and Hank is rescuing.
I don't fit. I
Careful.
can't fit. I gotta take my belt off.
Oh my God, he got inside my bag now. There's a chocolate in there. You can go get it. Just don't get my little wallet. And you too. Thank you, love. All right.
Just got all cleaned up for dinner.
Thank you so much.
All right, now I have to get out. Those extra pancakes, I can feel them.
Oh no, you gotta change your shirt. Wow. Yay, my hero. Look at the cutie face.
What are you doing?
Konnichiwa.
You are a strange-looking animal. In Japan, bowing is polite, courteous, and an important fundamental of social etiquette. The people do it, the raptors do it, and in Nara Park, the wild deer have learned to do it.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Legend has it that Takamikazuchi, a god of thunder, appeared riding a white deer. Hope I said that right. In these parts, deer became sacred and killing one was punishable by death until year 1637. Today they are still protected, however, sentencing isn't quite as severe. Most deer here lose their instinctual fear of humans and have learned that bowing is often rewarded with a nutritious deer cracker purchased at vendors. And sometimes not. They're still wild animals, though, that can bite, kick, and headbutt, and numerous injuries to people are reported each year, mostly to foreign tourists lacking in common sense. A bit of 12 feet long. In East Texas, the big alligators can be intimidating. But these teethy dinosaurs are of little concern compared to this bad-tempered creature's vicious streak.
Run away!
In West Texas, we have some big millipedes, but these are nothing compared to the big daddies in Thailand.
That's cool.
All right, everyone, I have a secret life hack for all of you photographers. As many of you already know, the bigger your camera is, the more attention it gets. And if you're trying to shoot wildlife, a lot of times people will come up to you and they want to see what you're shooting and they scare your animal away. So I found out that if you take one of these dewberries and if you draw a bloody cross on your forehead, nobody wants to talk to you. And they will leave you alone and you can be at peace in nature with the wildlife. There are a lot of cool lizards around the world. But one lizard has an extremely special ability. It's a master of camouflage and spends its day on tree trunks, telling the other lizards to go away so it can munch on the buffet of ants and other insects marching up and down. Through the manipulation of editing, we're going to make it look like this paradise tree snake was interested in a lizard dinner. The lizard's first line of defense is its camouflage. Second is to run away. If the predator, in this case a human, is still in hot pursuit, the lizard unleashes its superpowers. The flying Draco leaps into the air and glides to another tree. The flying Draco flares out its membrane-covered ribcage to create wings, and gliding flights up to 60 meters have been recorded. There's another twist to this story, though. The snake is a flying snake. Black-headed pythons are native to northern Australia. For snake lovers, this is an EF5 find on the exotic wow scale. On my trip to the Northern Territory, I found 4 black-headed pythons in the wild, and all 4 of them displayed a strange indifference to being captured and handled. They weren't exactly thrilled about being detained by me, but they weren't frightened or defensive at all. They seemed to think of humans more as that annoying person at the party you kind of don't want to get stuck talking to. This is the black-headed python. I just caught it right here, and it's amazing how friendly and how tolerant these guys are to people. It's almost like they don't even care that a human is in their presence. They're from northern Australia, and they're called black-headed pythons because their gun backfired. This is the 3rd one that I've caught, and I'm amazed at how tolerant they are to human handling. They've never once tried to strike at me. Of course, I approach them really gently. I don't approach them like a predator. And if you look, a lot of these pythons, they're curious about you, and they'll check you out. And if you don't act like a dingo or a hawk, and they just kind of are curious about you. Once I let them go, I'll put them right back here in the outback, and they just kind of crawl off, and they don't try to hide. Like, they don't run and get into a burrow and hide. They just go about their business right after I let it go, and I can pick it up repeatedly. So I have to go back to Texas tomorrow, and I wish I could take you with me so bad. So I don't have pets, so this is my time to love on a python. I'm gonna put you back in the pillowcase for just like a minute. Funny thing about this pillowcase is I've had about 24 snakes in it, and I'm wondering when I take it back to the hotel if they're going to wash it, and the next person, when they're putting their head on this pillowcase, if they know that there's been 24 snakes in it.
I'm sorry. It doesn't get cuter than this. Oh, here comes Cart.
Off you go. Stay off the road this time.
Hi, Dingo. Oh.
Never gets old.